Welcome to the Richmond Events podcast, where we take you inside the UK's most exclusive business forums. You'll get to meet the delegates, suppliers and speakers shaping their industries. Richmond Events, this is where business gets done.
Hello and welcome to the Logistics and Supply Chain Forum here at Richmond Events. I am joined by Jessica. Jessica, welcome.
Hello, thank you.
So Jessica, tell us your business and the role that you play within that job.
So I'm from Holdsworth Foods. I've been with the company since 2023. I'm the Finance Director there. So being on the exec team, we oversee all of the projects, current and future, within all the areas of the business.
Incredible. So what brings you along to the logistics and supply chain side of things?
So this is my third Richmond event. I find them really well organised. It's a great way to see lots of relevant suppliers in a short space of time. Being at director level, it allows me to come, build relationships with different suppliers, talk about lots of different projects we've got on, and then go back to the office and feedback to the relevant people, whether that be my head of ops, my transport manager, my stock controller, about the opportunities that are on the market, and then further those conversations after the event.
So you're beginning the beginnings of a relationship, and then what you're able to do is actually point people in the correct directions rather than them sort of filter through and then get lost, when actually you've got that imperative information. You can go, this is the person you need to speak to.
Exactly. By me coming along, it prevents 3 to 5 people taking a couple of days out of the business and having conversations. The downside of it is I do not know the technicalities and the detail that those team would, which is why coming away from the event I can then put them in touch and further those conversations afterwards.
So what exciting things are you seeing here and conversations are you having?
So lots of AI driven conversations on WMS. I've had a great conversation about electrifying the fleet today, and the round tables. I really enjoy listening and hearing what other businesses are doing there as well.
So are you getting the opportunity to not only speak to people direct and businesses direct, but also go and listen to some of the talks that are happening as well?
Absolutely, yeah. So not just talking to suppliers, but also networking with delegates as well. So other people, business is business, I always say. Everybody's experiencing the same challenges and have the same roundabout plans for the future, so finding out how other people are driving them forward in their businesses is useful for me.
Incredible. And what about giving as well? Because you're coming here as a delegate, you're going to be taking away loads, but what do you find that you can also pass on whilst you're here?
Connections. I've had conversations with Richmond today about some people I'd like to put forward that I've networked with to be speakers at these events. Other suppliers and delegates that I've spoken to, people that I know have solved problems for me that I can put them in touch with as well, is really useful.
So, I mean, a lot of the roles we see here are sort of specifically within the sort of chain supply and that side of things. What other roles would you say, like yourself as the financial director, would you say need to come along to this?
I would say this would be really useful for stock control. I do a lot of our indirect purchasing as well at our business, which is why this falls quite nicely under my remit. So anybody that does that side of purchasing, really, to have those conversations, even maybe a little bit of IT with the WMS solutions and how they would integrate into a business.
What's WMS?
Warehouse management solutions.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And what's one piece of advice you might give to people thinking about coming along?
Come. It's a beautiful venue. You're not going to walk away with nothing. And if you take away one thing or one useful contact, it's been worthwhile in my opinion. And you'll take away much more than that.
Jessica, thank you so much for joining me. It's been a real pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you. Thank you.